Today I'm going to show you how to take this piece of lumber and turn it into a beautiful bench using just a few basic tools. First I went over to the local hardware store and grabbed an 8-foot 2x12. Next I measured out 6 foot to make a 6-foot bench and cut 2 foot off the board. Next I set the fence on my table saw to 1 inch so that I could rip the 6-foot board into 9 1-inch strips. After that was done, I sanded them down, set them aside, and then set the table saw fence up to 3/4 inches. I ripped about 6 strips off the 8-foot board and ripped 3 of those strips in half again using that same 3/4 fence. From there, I took the thinner strips that are 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch and cut those into 32 2-inch pieces, and then the 1.5 inch strips into 24 1.5 inch squares. These will be used in between the longer 6-foot boards to create that gap and give me the slatted look that I want for this design. Now, with all the pieces laid out, we're ready to start assembly. First, I took my 6-foot boards and divided them up into 1-foot sections with the 1-inch side facing up. Then I divided the smaller pieces, we'll call them spacers, in half. This helps line the spacers up with the marks that I made on the board. The 1.5 inch pieces will go on the ends and in the middle. I used an 18 gauge, 1.25 inch brad nail and some wood glue and started assembling the pieces together. As you line up all the spacers, make sure that the 2-inch spacers are sitting flush to the bottom part of the board. That'll give you a look like this. And from here, all I'm doing is repeating the process all the way up and down the board and using about 2 nails per spacer, being mindful not to put my hand in the way and risk getting a nail in the finger.
That blew out really good.
After letting it dry for a while, I went back and sanded everything up, smoothed out all the rough edges, and then finished it off with several coats of satin polyurethane spray. After it dried, I added these $35 legs from Amazon. I did have to bend them a little bit to make them that trapezoid shape that I wanted, and then mounted them to the bottom of the board using the supplied screws. So that's all for this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to follow our page because we have other tutorials coming up, like how to make this DIY crib mattress porch swing. You're not going to want to miss it.